as well. Like, what's been the difference with that? Like, as kind of comparing the building with Agent Kit and Agents on Base, and like, I know that there's some kind of plugin that you can use for Agent Kit in Eliza, like connecting them or something like that. So
Mhm.
I'm just curious about, yeah, how has that process been? What are the differences? Also, how can you use both? Also,
Mhm. Are you able to see my screen?
yeah, I can.
So Eliza is when I started building on agents, I started with Agent Kit because I'm very base aligned, and so I wanted to build on a toolkit that Base was building so that I can align my build with theirs.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started hearing more about Eliza as the top AI agent framework. It's
Yeah.
got the most stars, the most contributors, the most forks out of pretty much any repository in the world. And so
Oh.
as I'm trying to build on the best tool set so that I have a good set of tools, I started to think, okay, Agent Kit is great for building on base, and
Mm-hmm.
Eliza is great for having a ton of tools. Because, like you were just saying, you've got some features, but you think you might want some more.
Mm-hmm.
What I think the best part about Eliza is they have a million packages. And so, if a girl
Mm.
says, okay, I want to post on Instagram, Eliza already has it so that you can plug your agent right into Instagram and into Lens and into Farcaster
Oh
and
wow.
into Twitter. And then you're like, okay, well, I also need to generate some videos. And so here's an image generator. Here's a there's probably a video generator in here. There's a video generator. And
Mm.
so if you can think whatever feature you're thinking of, it probably already exists in Eliza. And that might not be the case with Agent Kit.
Mm.
But I don't think that means you have to choose between Agent Kit or Eliza,
Mm.
because when I started seeing Eliza, my first thought was, okay, I've already got experience on Agent Kit. Is there a way
Mm.
I can build that as a plugin into Eliza? Because most wallet interactions on Eliza, you take a private key, you copy it out of your MetaMask, you put it into Eliza. As soon as you're copying private keys, it's not secure. And so I
Mm.
like Agent Kit because it allows the generation of wallets to give any agent a wallet.
Mm-hmm.
So I built a plugin for Eliza so that you can use Agent Kit inside of Eliza. And so you don't
Mm.
need to pick one or the other anymore. You can now go with Eliza and use the plugins. So maybe we can use that as a jumping off point into hearing what has your architecture been so far as a musician. What's kind of been your first entrance into the agent space?
Okay, that's super interesting. I kind of wish I would have known known like how many packages that they already have with Eliza, because I've been having to build like custom capabilities for my agent that I'm building on base.
Mhm.
Um but yeah, I mean my so basically Girl Crash AI is like the name of it. Um and I really just wanted like a companion that could like kind of do a lot of things for me that well do a lot of things for me as in like music promo, launching tokens like in a certain way, like with a specific like like kind of like distribution and allocation and like very specific things. And um yeah, also just like promote my music, engage with my like community 24/7, help with like marketing my music, like do all the jobs that I feel like I do but don't necessarily feel like I feel like I'm the bottleneck, of them.
Yep.
So like yeah, just taking over that, and also giving like my community a more ways to like engage with me and like just Crash World on a deeper level and like more immersive, more interactive, more like just dynamic, than just listening to a song on Spotify or watching a video that I post or something like that. So it's like yeah, I just wanted someone that could like help with those things. And I feel like people kind of kept saying like an agent would be perfect for you because I do have a virtual character already,
Right.
So it's kind of like okay, I mean let's check it out. Let's see what it can do, and it can do everything. So I did kind of like probably go a little bit crazy with like what I'm putting on this thing, but um yeah, I can like I guess I can share my screen, but basically, yeah, I have a token. Um, it'll be deploying a token called More, which is also the name of a song that I have. Um, And then it also like lets people mint NFTs, like mint their own NFTs of like the music that I've already kind of loaded up in there, and like images or animations and stuff. And then it also has like the ability to do AI generate, like people can generate their own and mint those. But I haven't, I still have to flesh that out. But I do have like the pre media that I loaded in there. People can mint their own NFTs. And then yeah, now I've been kind of like working on the Twitter functionalities with like putting it on auto mode. Um, I guess making an auto mode with Twitter, like for engagement and making posts and, you know, replying, you know, to people and stuff like that. Um, and then I'm hoping that I can also like make it promote the token like after it launches, and like kind of like have some dynamic things where it can like adjust like based on what's actually happening with the token and like the audience and everyone. Um, yeah, and then I also want to have like I want to have it be able to do like collaborations. So like people in my community or supporters or whatever can use this bot to like co-collaborate with Girl Crash in a way, either like having story ideas or lyric ideas or making music together in some way. And that's something that I haven't really got to that yet. I've been kind of like working out the Twitter functionalities, debugging those. And then yeah, I mean, yeah, and everything is like themed out, so everything has her personality and like the lore of Crash World. So it's like I really want it to be immersive also. So
Would you mind sharing your screen and showing us what you've
yeah.
built so far? I really like that there's a lot of platforms out there, and I think the initial response from most musicians is, I'll go use Eliza, or I'll go use Virtuals, or I'll use me.fun, or I'll use some website where it'll deploy and do it for me. And then you kind of fit your vision into the platform. Whereas you've gone and said, I'm going to build this myself, and you're actively coding, which is not something most musicians feel empowered to do, but you have. And so I'm excited to see how you've built out so far and share that with other musicians so that other musicians can see you don't have to go and sacrifice your vision and go onto a platform. You can build it yourself. And so yeah, if you could share your screen and show us what you've built so far, I'd love to see the agent you've already got.
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually just trying to figure out, how do I share my screen?
Do you see that bottom row of buttons with
yeah,
the camera?
Yeah.
There should be a one with a desktop and an up arrow right in the middle to the left of adding a person.
So I saw it before, but I don't see it now. I only see the mic, the camera, and then the gear icon.
Okay, so you're not seeing any. So you're currently unable to share screen?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Guest. I just flipped on guest can control all presentations. Does that change it?
Okay, so I guess when I'm in full screen mode, it takes away the
yep.
share. Okay. Yep, we're good to go. All right, let me see. Okay, window. Or I guess I could do entire screen. There we go. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
I can see. We're looking at your screen.
Okay, sweet. So, all right. So I was going through some like testing last night for the.
Can you make it full screen for me? It's a little small.
Yeah. Like this.
There we go. Yeah. So you were going through it last night?
Yeah, I was going through some like testing for auto mode last night, like auto mode for Twitter, for it to like make campaigns and adjust them based on like the feedback and stuff, and you know, the goals that I outlined in there. So I think I might we kind of got stuck here. I'm gonna see if I can see if the server is still running though. Let me see.
Yeah, let's see how it is running. If there's any bugs right now, or if it's named Sonia.
It's named no, it's named Girl Crash AI, but that's just on my computer.
Copy. It's named Girl Crash AI. Is its name?
Yeah.
Copy.
Let me see. Okay. So let me see here.
Wow, and you gave it a UI, like a front end page?
Yeah.
That's next level.
Thank you. Hopefully the server is still running, so I don't have to like restart it. But yeah, I did make a little front end little interface that people could get on. And then I also want to make it like portable to Telegram and Discord just as a standalone bot. But also,
Right.
I feel like this is the best for like regular people, just like a website, like a web
Yeah.
page. So I don't know if the server's still running, but
It's thinking. I want. It
yeah.
might be.
Hold on. Maybe I could just restart the server. Okay. So yeah, let me just try to restart the server. And thank you for your video. Actually, I watched. If without your video, I would have had no idea how to like even do any of this. The one that you made for artists, like making your own AI agent. When you were building Recoup, I think.
Good to know. That's exactly the goal. Is like I'm building a platform, and so if you don't want to code, you can come and use Recoup. But at the same time, I think it's really important that artists can do this on their own if they don't want to pay anybody and they want to like really have ownership of the idea. So I'm glad that the videos have been helpful to get you where you are now. And hopefully in this video, we can see where your limits are so
Yeah.
that we can talk through those and help you go even further.
Thank you. Awesome. Yeah. I guess you can kind of see.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
seeing. So something I want to call out right now. It looks like you normally run the server using Composer, which is amazing.
Yeah.
I noticed that it's already in use. Okay, so it makes the fact that 3001 is already in use means, oh, nice. Wow, Cursor is so smart.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Like we have a great relationship now. This is like my bestie. This
I
is
was
like
about to tell
actually
you
my
to do a whole
bestie.
bunch of convoluted steps, and then it just like, here's a simple command to clean up all the things that I was going to take 5 minutes to try to tell you. And so I just shut up, and the AI knows best.
No, for sure. No, we do have a good thing going. Like, you know, it knows how I feel like I like to work a little bit now. Okay, so everything's running. Did it run both servers though? Let me see. Can you please run the API server as well? So there's an API server, and then there's like just a development server that I've been testing on.
Right. One's for the agent and one's for your front end. Is that right?
One's for like the agent. One is just with my APIs, like basically. And then the other one is everything else. Yeah.
So your project setup so far is you have a repo for APIs, and then you have a repo for the agent, and then a repo for the front end. Is that right?
So it's all in one repo, I think. But
Okay.
the way that it set up, like I guess kind of structured the project is that there's an API server and there's a server for the front end and like kind of like all the functions and stuff. I'm pretty sure.
Sorry, I think my side glitched out a little bit.
Okay. I didn't hear you for like 5 seconds, so
Yeah.
okay,
You
let
can
me
see that
see.
the server script's running on 3001. It includes the main server and API endpoints.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. I think we're good to test this now. I think both of them are up.
Is the front end UI for your brain working now?
For my brain.
The web page that you were showing earlier.
Oh yeah, I'm really hoping. Yeah, it should be. It should be. Yeah. So we can refresh. Let me just make sure I'm on the right port. Okay, 3001. And then sorry. Okay. So we'll try 3001. I think that might be the right one.
Instead of 5177?
Yeah. Oh no, I think this is actually
Your API.
yeah.
How are you
I don't know why
using
it's going so
that front
slow
end
though.
page? It might be because you're streaming it. Because you're streaming, you're running a server.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I'm doing a lot
Yeah.
on my little Mac Mini. What kind of what kind of setup do you have? Like, do you have like a
MacBook
PC?
Pro. MacBook Pro.
Oh, just a MacBook Pro. Wow.
Yeah, nothing too intense. I press it pretty hard, and I find it slow down when I'm doing what you're doing right now too.
Oh, got it. Okay. This is so annoying because I'm actually really excited to show.
Is the front end server running? I saw in Composer it was talking about the API running, but I didn't see it test whether or not the front end code is running.
Let me see. Is the front end? Oh, hold on. Catch up. It's gonna catch up. Oh, nice.
For the front end.
For the front end, yeah.
Because being a mono repo, it might just go back to what it's already running and be like, yeah, the server's running. We just tested it and it was already working.
Yeah, that's a good.
Oh no, you did say front end. I'm sorry, I didn't read what you.
Oh yeah. One day there was this one time where like we were having a really hard time connecting to the base of Polia router or whatever because I was trying to test swaps on the contract on like the more token contract, like the test one that we have.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like we discovered it was so long that we kept getting the same error. I'm asking it to debug it, kept getting the same error, asking it to debug it. And then we like try something else. And then eventually like it was like a moment like we both discovered what was happening. And it was like so crazy. Like I literally just had a moment with the freaking AI that we were both like, oh, like that's what it is. Oh my gosh.
You
It's a
both realized
critical discovery. Yeah, like we discovered it together. It was like the craziest thing.
How long have you been using Cursor? Is it relatively new in your toolkit, or have you already been spending a few months with the relationship?
No, yeah, since I've years long so probably like 2 weeks.
Wow, and you've been able to in 1 or 2 weeks since getting Cursor, you've been able to build a front end, an agent. You've been ideating out, and now you're doing your first pair programming session today.
Yeah. So
does it feel overwhelming, or has it pushed you away and made you like I've been seeing 0x Designer last year in 2024. He was going down his path of like, I'm going to be a designer and a coder. And then eventually one day he was like, after spending hours with Cursor, I realized this is too hard and I can't do it. And it seems like he's kind of regressed and is now going back to just being a designer. But since he did that, I think Cursor has gotten better. Like the composer mode you're using now did not exist when 0x Designer was doing his path.
Oh.
And so I'm curious if the new updated tools have changed your experience of your relationship with Cursor. So over the past 2 weeks, what have been your reflections of you in your relationship with code after spending time with the current latest version of Cursor over the past couple weeks?
Dude, I feel like I'm a beast now. Like now I can make my own everything, you know? Like I can make my own site for like if something really simple, because this is kind of complex and I'm going to show you everything, but for just minting an NFT, like a drop, like I can definitely make my own site, make my own like, you know, like now I feel like the sky's the limit because this is like I'm coding and like making stuff like that's pretty complex, and I have no programming experience, like not really, like pretty much zero programming experience. So now I just feel like, dude, I can do this is like there's a lot going on. So I don't know. Now I feel like I can do all of the ideas that I have, like, and not have to necessarily, you know, like spend a ton of money on like paying like other programmers, except for maybe like having a programmer, like someone that's actually like knows programming to like go over the stuff that I've done and like maybe like see like easier ways like it could be done, or like just like optimization stuff. But yeah, now I feel like, dude, you can do this with this. Like this is crazy. You can just get a repo, freaking clone it, and then start basically doing your own thing. Like I don't know. It just kind of like opened my brain to be like, oh, this is actually possible.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, you wanna see the whole thing. So basically, you click this button.
Sheesh.
Oh, sorry, the sound is kind of loud. I gotta figure that out. But
I can't hear anything.
okay, like you can't hear the sound that's playing.
I don't hear anything. I just hear
Okay,
your voice.
perfect. It's like it's in my ears, but it's like this like ethereal kind of sound that happens when you establish your digital presence, which is like it creates a Coinbase smart wallet for you. I'm already logged in with mine, so it's not gonna like it's not gonna go through the actual thing, but so I'm connected with my smart wallet. You can it's set up to auto connect. You can turn that off. And then this is like kind of the command interface where people can kind of come. They can everything's in theme also, so people can kind of come and look at all the commands they can do, and I can come in also and like I have admin privileges and I can add admins to like have there's like advanced commands also that you can do. So yeah, like one of the things we were working on is just Twitter verification and then getting like campaigns to actually work. So here we go. Boom. Verification code. This is why I've been tweeting out 6-digit codes for like the past couple of days because I've been like trying to get this to work. But yeah, so sorry
And
if
this
that
code's
looks
for
insane.
Twitter, or what service is the code for?
Yeah, so this is for verifying your Twitter. Yeah.
Interesting.
So you can like get on there and, tweet from the bot or do the Twitter commands and stuff.
And is this
But
already live on Twitter? Can I check out the profile?
yeah, there's a Girl Crash AI profile, but I
Okay.
haven't really been able to like it took me forever to get still never got this code verification to work.
Mhm.
Um so I ended up having to do OAuth, like
Yep.
where you just log right into your Twitter.
Right.
And so that's what it is set up now. I kind of forget the command for starting OAuth. I can ask it though. But yeah, and so you can just log straight into your Twitter because that was just taking way too long to get to try to work. So I kind of
Okay.
pivoted from there. And then yeah, you can also mint NFTs from here. There's like forge crystal commands and you can mint them. There's also rarity, so like basic crystals, premium, elite. You can
Wow.
spend you can spend more to like mint a crystal or forge a crystal, which is like minting an NFT with
Mhm.
some of my music or animations or whatever on it. That's what it's set up to it right now. And then there's
And
a
if you clicked
consent.
Forge, it would just call like one specific method in your agent or in your API.
Yeah, so like Forge Basic. I don't think these are working yet, but yeah, when this is working, it's gonna be able to like you can forge a basic crystal, and then it'll show up in your wallet, and then it'll show up in your memory crystal vault where you can like play the crystals.
Because the
So
crystals have music.
yeah, the crystals have music. The crystals are just NFTs. They're just like
Mhm.
NFTs with music or videos or behind the scenes like stuff. Yeah, share energy. You can send more to people. Amplify energy. You can swap your ETH for more. And then this little dashboard just has your more balance that's in your wallet and a little verify button that just verifies because it'll like update if you just swap some more, you can do this to kind of update it. You can copy your wallet here so you can, do whatever you need to do, put ETH in your wallet or whatever you need. And then I'll probably end up putting like a 3D something 3D like on here, either in here or somewhere up here.
Mhm.
And then you have this memory crystal vault, which like houses you can view all your memory crystals that you forge and play them or whatever, whatever you want to do with those. So yeah, that's like I think that's pretty much everything that you can do right now. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, and I can deploy more from here too, like the actual contract. I
More
can
NFT contracts.
yeah, the more token contract. I can like deploy the token from here
Can you
with
show us
like
how that works?
yeah, so I don't think it works yet, but I can do it like directly. I can like directly from here though. Um right now cuz the commands aren't working. But
Mm.
we do have maybe I could show we've already deployed the more test contract, but maybe I can show like the liquidity pool dashboard or something like that. Um
I'm thinking through how can I help over the next 20 minutes that we have? I think there's three kind of paths we could go down. We could look at bugs. It sounds like some of the features you already have are not working, and we could try to look at why they aren't working and try to get them working. We could focus on new features. You were mentioning Twitter. We could potentially take from Eliza how they're doing Twitter, so you don't have to keep entering in codes and use that package for tweeting.
Yeah.
Or we could deploy. Right now, it seems like all this is running locally and you don't have it hosted and you don't have like a URL you could share with others. We could focus on deployment. In your mind, is there some specific aspect of the build that you would like to have our attention on to progress your build?
I guess like if I did want to like start using some of those packages on Eliza, would I have to like restart, like basically like rebuild this with their framework, or
No.
yeah?
No.
Okay.
My preference for using Eliza, the upside is it has a ton of packages. The downside is it has a ton of packages. And so if you're trying to download Eliza, everything is slow. The clone is slow. The installing of packages is slow. The building is slow. Making your changes is slow because there's so much in it. And so I actually recommend people do what you're doing. Build something small on your own. And anything that you like about Eliza, copy it and paste it into your repo. That way you can stay building fast while pulling out of the massive library of Eliza anything that you need. So if you want to pull in their Twitter library, what I recommend is we copy their Twitter library, put it into your code base, and then tell Cursor, hey Cursor, I just put in this new package. Could you please plug this into how we're currently using Twitter instead of yada yada? You know, like just copy and paste it in, and then tell Composer, like, I put in this new plugin. Can you please hook it into the existing agent?
Got it. Okay, cool. So you can just download the packages off the repo that you want, and then use Cursor to help integrate it, and that's it.
Is that going to be the most value, is focusing on the Twitter part, or was that just a question you had?
Yeah. Well, the Twitter part, but also I also want to incorporate the other like platforms. Like I haven't been able to get to Instagram yet, or Spotify yet, or anything else yet. Because this has been taking this, like just debugging this has been like hard. So,
debugging the Twitter part, right?
Yeah. So yeah, we could do Twitter, we could do Instagram, yeah, any other social thing. Also.
Let's do it. Can you share your screen and open up a browser tab and just run a Google search for Eliza OS?
Yes. Let me share my screen.
What we're going to try to do is clone Eliza locally, and then we'll copy and paste whatever plugin is that you want into your repo.
Okay, so Eliza OS. Oh. GitHub.
Yeah, the GitHub. Perfect. And it's just the Eliza repo, that first one.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And we'll clone it locally. Are you already familiar with cloning, or that's a foreign word to you?
No, it's not. It's not. So I can just like copy this, put it in Cursor, or do it with GitHub Desktop.
Let's try doing it in Cursor.
Okay.
We'll want to put it in, and we don't want to save it inside of your existing agent, because again, Eliza's massive and we don't want to slow down your current agent, but we do want to. Can you open up a new Cursor and do it over there?
Yeah, let me do that. All right, first let me save this. And then, hold on. Okay, new window.
There we go.
Boom.
Open a folder, and do you already have a place on your computer you're saving all your coding projects, or are you just saving them onto like desktop or documents right now?
I think I made a base folder, but
let's use that base folder then.
Okay, got it.
If you can find it.
Yeah, right. Oh, good. Awesome. It's right here.
Cool.
Hold on. Wait, I don't really want to do this. Sorry.
Oh, is it? Did you have it do something?
Yeah, I was just asking it to pull up the liquidity pool dashboard, but I don't want it to change.
Click on the cancel button so it stops generating.
And then can I tell it to like, but this won't save unless I accept it, right?
Hopefully not. They do have checkpoints, so you can usually you see the checkpoint created.
Yeah.
Right. You can click restore there, and if something was saved automatically, you can click that, and it'll take you back.
Okay, to before this.
Exactly, to right before that happened.
Got it. Yeah, I don't really want to do.
And then just click reject on everything.
Okay, cool. Reject all. Yeah. Yeah, let's just put a pin in that. And then
And now let's open up a new side panel and paste in that link and say, can you please clone this repository?
Put an agent mode.
Exactly.
Can you please clone that? Can I just say, is that cool?
Yeah.
Cool.
And right while it's downloading, where is your current code for the Twitter functionality in your current code base? Do you know?
Yeah, it's looking in a few places though. I do have a Twitter service like script though, TypeScript. It's here.
Okay, so you've got like services, and maybe we should put the package inside of your services folder. It seems the reason I ask is I'm wondering where should we copy and paste the package into your existing code base? Where would it make most sense in your current architecture to copy and paste it?
Yeah, I think like in services. I think it's services.
That makes sense to me too. I think it's finished. So now what we can do is if you can move that a little bit to the right so we can see the file explorer on the left side of cursor. Can you expand that ELIZA folder?
Yeah.
And then expand packages.
Packages, boom.
And I think we want client Twitter. I believe client Twitter is what we used to post. Let me check inside of the ELIZA repo. Because there's two Twitter plugins. There's client Twitter, and I believe the clients are what we use to post on Twitter. And then there's plugin Twitter, and I think plugin Twitter just reads.
Okay.
No, plugin Twitter does automated tweet posting with character-aware generation. So what is client Twitter then? Client Twitter, what's the difference? Client Twitter does not have a README, so I don't know what it is, but we want to initially copy the plugin Twitter from inside of the packages. They're alphabetical.
I'm trying to find the Twitter. It should be alphabetical, right?
Yeah, it's alphabetical.
I don't think it's... Oh, okay, cool. Here we go.
Yep, just copy that whole folder and paste it into your services.
Okay, got it. Sorry. Services, hopefully. Boom, there we go. Plugin Twitter.
Cool.
Sweet.
And so now let's just see if Composer can help us out.
Okay, let me see. All right. So, what would be the best way to do this?
I would tell it I've just added this new package. I've just added a new package for Twitter posting.
Oh.
And now can you drag and drop that folder on the left side into this chat so that it knows what folder we're talking about? Perfect. Yeah. And now say, can you please update however we're posting onto Twitter to use this package instead of our current implementation?
Okay. I know I probably have typos.
Which is great. I have typos all the time. It's nice that now we don't need to type incorrect English. You don't even have to type English. I was on a stream yesterday and he wrote out his queries in Spanish. So
Oh,
whatever
that's so
you
cool.
speak it works.
That's so cool. Love that for us. Yeah, I still really have to learn Spanish. I have to stop playing around. Just do it.
You're based in Cincy, right?
Yeah. I don't know why I'm nervous.
Right now with what we just did?
Yeah, I'm like kind of nervous because I feel like we spent so much time trying to work out the Twitter stuff, and like we had a like the little hierarchy of like admin stuff or these this personality stuff and you know optimizations or um yeah, I'm kind of nervous.
This is my first time doing something like this. I've had the idea that I can copy and paste packages, but I haven't tried it yet. So your nervousness makes sense.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, I hope it like integrates what we had and doesn't like throw it out. But
Mm.
but yeah, this is gonna be so much easier. Woo, let's go.
Okay, it's updating your existing Twitter service. Nice. Like you were saying, not gonna. So we can see
Yeah,
how it's gonna change your existing Twitter service.
yeah, I love that. Let's go. This is so awesome. Actually, this is awesome because now it's not gonna take. I can just get the packages that I need without having to build it from scratch or like try to do it from scratch, basically.
In this video, we're verifying if that method works. The hypothesis is musicians do not need to clone the large ELIZA repo. Instead, you build your own small, fast-running agent, copy and paste the packages, and tell Cursor to use the package. And this is our first time trying that hypothesis to see if it works. If it works in this case, musicians, you can have confidence that you can do this with any feature you can imagine. And if it doesn't work, we'll go back to the drawing board and try again.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about it so far? Has it made any changes to files?
I feel great. I think it's just working on like importing stuff.
Yeah, I can see it imported the plugin Twitter types. It looks like it's right at the top of that file change. It looks like I'm seeing plugin Twitter right there for the imports.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I see that up there. Plugin Twitter types, yeah. Templates. Yeah, sweet. If this actually works, this is incredible. Like genuinely. This is a game changer.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Let's see. Okay, it's still working on it. Can I just look just to see what else they have?
Yes, that's something I'm doing on a regular basis as well, because every day or every couple hours, there's new packages being added. So something that I'm trying to do is constantly look at the ELIZA repo to see what's the new things that they're adding. Because I think that I know all the packages, and then tomorrow I go in and I'm like, oh, I didn't even see that package.
What? Wow, that is crazy. They're updating it that often.
Because there's devs all over the world, and they've got automated payments in this repo as well. So if you contribute, they made it so you get paid automatic. It's like a real DAO. This is all part of AI 16Z, which is an AI agent run DAO.
Yeah.
So I think they're doing a great job. The fact that there's so much contributions going, like you see on the right, when these packages were updated, you see like 3 days ago, yesterday, 19 minutes ago, the NVIDIA package was updated. So like
insane.
Each of these packages, the oldest one is like less than a week old.
Oh, wow. This is amazing. Actually, they're killing it. This is insane.
They got your third web plugins down there if you want to do third web stuff like deploying contracts. WhatsApp. I'm thinking of using the WhatsApp for video calls and text messages. Like you were saying, you want fan engagement. And they should have like texting as well somewhere. Maybe it would be SMS. Where would we find texting? Like not maybe messaging? I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe.
That's one I have a question. Well, what would it be? Maybe it'd be Twilio. Do they have a Twilio plugin?
Let me see.
ST. Twitter. I don't see Twilio.
Twitter. What is Twilio actually?
Twilio is what most developers use to send text messages. So I'm
Oh,
curious if they have a text. Maybe they don't have a text message plugin yet. In which case, if someone else doesn't build it before me, I'll build it.
fire. Yeah, this is
What we're all doing is
freaking
we're all just
nuts.
like all devs are just looking at the Eliza repo and we're like, does it have the tool that we need? Yes, awesome. I'm going to use it. If
Hmm.
no, okay, I'll go build it real quick. And then after I build it, any other musician or other dev globally then has access to it.
So how do you build like custom packages then? Do you have to like use the Eliza framework and then just kind of go through?
Yeah, same thing you're doing here in your repo. You have Eliza open in that other cursor implementation. You would
Hmm.
just do the same thing of telling Composer, hey, Composer, I want to build a plugin for whatever your feature name is. Can you help me build the plugin? And then Cursor can help you write whatever plugin you're thinking
Mm.
right into the Eliza code base. And then when you push those changes, it'll get in they'll review it. And if the code looks good, they'll merge it in.
Okay, sweet.
Is it still thinking? No changes yet?
It's still working on. I see that we need to use the plugin differently since it's a part of the Eliza ecosystem. Let me modify our approach to use the plugin's functionality while keeping our existing Twitter service.
That's exactly what you wanted, right? You were like, just
Yes,
throw it all out.
it's exactly what I wanted. And we went, I'm talking like this is a person, but we went back and forth so many times because we would add something new and then the things before that would like break.
Mm.
Like we added something new that somehow broke the thing that we just fixed. And so I had to keep saying like please preserve all the functioning code. Like please like make the changes and preserve all the code that we already have like in the functionalities that we already have. And I feel like now it kind of like I said that so many times. I feel like it's kind of maybe just trained now to like be like, okay, we're gonna keep we can keep our existing functionality because I keep like beating it into its head basically.
Are you
But
running one super long composer chat or do you create new chats every once in a while? Like, is this conversation you're looking at, is that the same? Could you scroll all the way up and see your first message or are you
no,
creating new conversations every once in a while?
yeah, it's only like this is only my second one though, second conversation, and I
Okay.
think it I had to restart my computer, so it just like I had to make a new one.
So
What's your flow? Yeah,
you've never intentionally started a new combo. It only happened accidentally when you restarted your computer and the combo disappeared.
yep.
Okay.
Do you like make new conversations just like regularly just to like keep it going?
So I will sometimes tweak the output that it gives. It'll modify a file. I don't
Yeah.
like its output. And rather than telling it to change, I'm just like, it'll be faster if I just change this line of code.
Mm,
And
mm,
if I do that, and then I go back to Composer and I tell it to do more updates, I'll
mm,
find that it will go back and undo the change that I made and put it the same code that it had. And
mm,
in that case, I'm like, your memory's corrupt. You're thinking something should change that it shouldn't change. And in
mm,
that case, that's when I'll click the plus button and create a new composer. That way
mm,
it gets rid of all of its old memory and it's not trying to re-add the same change it tried to make from its old memory. And we just start fresh of like, this is the actual state of the code base. And then it doesn't try to overwrite my code unless there's a reason in the future, but it's at least no longer referencing that out of date memory and
mm,
keep trying to overwrite the change. But that's when I try to create a new combo at least once per day, just starting with a fresh slate,
mm,
mostly because I find that the longer the combo runs, it might have memories that I don't actually want it to keep. And so I often prefer to start new, which is why I asked you, like, you're probably not
mm,
going in and changing the individual lines. You're probably just going back and forth. And so you
mm.
might not hit that same problem that I hit, which is why I was curious, is it effective for you to just continue the same chat or are you also breaking it up?
Yeah, pretty much just continuing the same chat until I can't anymore. But yeah, I will have to like literally like be like, hey, like, okay, stop doing this. Why did we do that? Like actually be like, hey, did that actually make sense? And then it'll be like, yeah, actually you're right. And then it'll change it like back or it'll like, do something like that. But um
Now it's going to try to create a new one. It
okay.
looks like it tried for a while and then it gave up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hmm.
That's interesting. But it looks like it's incorporating the like some the things from the old one though, which is good.
Yeah, it looks
Early-
like giving me a random quote. That was something that you had written.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see the new service in your services already?
Server.ts.
No, well, now it's updating, yeah, the server.ts. But before it says it created a new service, and I'm curious if you already see it.
Yeah, I wonder if it has a different name though. Because
Yeah.
I have 2 Twitter services now.
One's what's the difference? Is there a difference in name?
Let me see. Sorry, I just want to see its full name. Twitter service.ts.
Dot. That one ends in something else. It doesn't end in ts. It ends in dot.
Oh, .swp.
Which is a
Untrue.
weird file name. That might be causing you some errors.
Oh, okay. Should I tell it that?
It depends on if is that the one that you created or is that the one that Cursor just created?
I think that's the one Cursor created.
The weird name one, interesting. Surprised it.
Because I'm pretty sure this is mine. Oh, wait, is this? Actually, no. I think this is the new one. I think the one with the weird name is mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you accept the changes?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hit accept all. Oh, cool. Okay. So it's done. Can accept them.
We're starting to get towards the end of the time, so let's try testing the changes to see if they work.
Okay. So, okay, to use this new service, you can continue using the same API endpoints. Okay, I wonder if there's still like auto mode and stuff like that.
Auto mode?
Yeah, I was working on like an auto mode.
The autonomous mode?
Yeah.
It should. Let's try it.
Can we please test this step by step?
Crazy.
Okay. Should I make a post?
Yeah. I have a feeling it's going to crash because we have not given it info that it needs.
Yeah.
So let's see what it says. Post.
Yeah.
We're
I see.
for, which means that the route was incorrect that it tried to ping.
Okay.
Routes to define both. Let me move all routes to the Twitter router. Nice. One sec, someone's buzzing. My doorbell.
Oh, you're good. Okay.
Hola. Estoy en un río ahora, pero pago para dejarte entrar. Okay, girl, there's a AC repairman just showed up, so I'm gonna let him in. I'll be right back in a couple seconds, but once I'll let you run, and when I get back, we'll need to start wrapping up, okay?
Okay. Sounds good.
I'll be right back.
Too many requests. Dang, we're getting freaking rate limits again, guys. Let's see. Yeah. API server's running. Well. Shutting down gracefully. Love that. That's so cute.
How you doing on your side, girl? I'm back.
Good.
It's still running, or were you able to get it to work?
No, it was having some like error posting tweet, failed to post tweet, too many requests.
Great.
Internal server error.
And what's the internal server error? Do we have any more details on what happened? Because my gut is we haven't added credentials, and that's going to be the reason.
I mean, I already have like my API keys and stuff like that, and
right for your other service, but you haven't set up the keys for the ELIZA service they're using. The keys will be in a different structure.
Okay, but can it just like use the env file I already have?
It can use the same env file. You just have to give it the correct key names that it's looking for.
Okay, got it.
But that's what I think is happening. So I'm curious if you have more verbose error messages so we can debug.
So I think it's just trying to run the API server. It's running, so I don't know why it hasn't gone to the next thing.
It's probably going to stay there.
It's going to stay there?
It will most likely just stay there, but I could be wrong. Maybe click pop-out window so that it can continue.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you this episode.
I can stay on for a max of 5 minutes more. So however we can progress so that I can help with where you're trying to go.
Okay, it's going to try it again. Let's see. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I'll probably just kind of keep debugging this and setting it up.
Yeah.
But that was super helpful. Even just like the packages, knowing what you can actually do. You can just pull them from the ELIZA repo. That was super helpful. Okay.
Interesting. It's saying that you have all the info, but endpoint tweets.
Says it was successful. Let's see.
It was successful to tweet.
Yeah, it
No.
says it was. Oh, it actually worked.
Do you see a tweet?
Yeah, Girl Crash AI. It just posted.
Oh, and you didn't need to get a code this time.
No.
Let's see if
No.
it can keep doing it. Can it post more?
It's testing a reply. It's testing the replies. Now. Hold on. Yeah, it replied to its own tweet.
Can you try it again and see if it works again?
Yeah, let's see.
So you're feeling optimistic, or it sounds like it might be
Yeah,
working
feeling great.
and potentially working better than your previous implementation?
Definitely, yeah. I couldn't get it to tweet. I still hadn't successfully gotten it to tweet.
So this is the first time you've been able to get a tweet generated by your agent,
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't have to enter in any sort of codes?
No. Nope.
That sounds like
Nope. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, it's doing another tweet.
I'm going to check out the profile to verify.
Yeah, if you just go to Girl Crash AI
Mm-hmm.
on Twitter. And it's
1 minute ago, Girl Crash testing the Twitter integration with improved error handling and rate limit. And then I see it replied to its own tweet.
Yep, and it just tweeted again.
Checking.
That is incredible.
So this is telling us that our hypothesis is correct, that if you have a feature you want and you're already building your own agent, instead of starting from scratch and using Eliza, copy whatever plugin you want from Eliza, and then just tell Cursor to integrate it. And it was able to do it pretty easily, relatively easily.
Yes.
Wow. Good to know.
Incredible. Awesome. Thank you so much. This is a life changer. I'm going to work on like trying to get the auto mode stuff and just the other stuff that I want for the Twitter feature. But this is crazy. This is so awesome. That was so easy.
As we wrap up, I've been seeing on Twitter a lot of other musicians have been liking and retweeting this video. If other musicians are watching this and they have kind of questions or aren't feeling the confidence that you're feeling, do you have any final words for other musicians that might be watching the journey that you just created?
It's not as like you can do more than you think, for sure. You can do more than you think. Just try it out, and you'll probably be surprised what's possible with the tools that we have, like Cursor and like Agent Kit, freaking the Eliza repo. That's huge. So yeah, there's so many tools out there. Just try them out.